Is asking me to measure that new neckline that we did. Okay, so let's review. We're going up a quarter. We moved the dart from the shoulder into the neck, right? And I make sure that both shoulders measure the same. Now that I have the back with the dart shifted, now I'm going to measure the neck and I'm going to write down the measurement here. Okay, I don't want you guys to use my measurement. I want you guys to measure yours because it could be a little bit more or a little bit less. Okay, so we're going to do this little thingy here that we do, bending the ruler. Oh wow, we are bending the rules. So it's 3 7/8 on my pattern. I don't know what's going to be on yours. Okay, so this was figure 1 and figure 2. Now we go down to figure 3 and we're still on the first page. So draw a parallel line 1 inch from the center front button size, which determines the width of the overlap of the front. So can you lift the tripod a little so I can slide it over? Thank you. Okay. So remember, here is where the button goes. So we're going to add 1 inch here. Right? So when it overlaps, we have actually a 2-inch overlap with the button and the buttonhole, right? So with A to C is the back neck measurement. But before we do A to C, we need to figure out where the break point is, which is D, right? And somehow, like every good pattern making book, it kind of skips that step and it just jumps into it and magically D shows up, okay? So where should we do the break point? Should we do it in the waist, so we'll do like a tuxedo jacket, or should we do a little higher? We did the other jacket at the waist. You want a little higher?
Yes.
How much?
2 inches.
Yeah, 2 inches.
2 inches. Okay. So 2 inches, that's going to be the break point. Remember, the break point is where the lapel is created. Okay? Break point is not when your parents give up when you're convincing them to give you money for a new car. Even though we might know it as that. So I'm going to make a line from D to the HPS. Remember, HPS is the line, highest point shoulder, the line that intersects the neck with the shoulder. Okay? And I'm going to extend that. And now I'm going to take the measurement of the back neck, which is 3 7/8. Let me go back and put letters so we can see it. So this is A and this is C. Okay?
I have a question. How come it's not 3 7/8 plus the 1 inch? You added the 1 inch on the step.
I'm sorry. You are absolutely correct. It is 3 7/8 plus 1/8 of an inch, right? Which is, oh my God, today is my lucky day. We have a math wizard today. Okay, A to E is 1/2 A to C. So 4 divided in 2, 7. No, 2. I'm sorry, I don't want to confuse you. Okay, this is E. That's right in the center, right? So C to F is 1/2 inch. Draw a line from F to E. So we're gonna draw 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch parallel, okay? And from there, we're gonna draw a line to E. It's very simple. It's very similar to what we did with the other color, right? Remember, this is 1/2 inch, okay? Draw a line from F to E, okay, we did that, which it equals E to C, and then blend E. So, in other words, let's just make sure, because it's a line and an angle. This measures 2, this should measure 2. So it's a little bit too long. It should be up to there. And then we're gonna get the, where is the clear ruler? I can always lose. Thank you. We're gonna blend in, and we did have a few questions last class. We're gonna blend in only the corner, so it's only from here to here. We're not gonna blend it out anywhere, but just that one tiny corner, okay? So that way, this is a soft curve going up, even though I missed the straight line, so it's confusing. Let's clean it up. This is straight, this is straight, this corner is rounded, okay? All right.
One or the other.
Are we good so far? Okay, so we're gonna square from F to E 2 and 3 inches.
Can it be more than that?
Huh?
Can it be more than that?
Not a lot more. If you do more, then you're gonna have to slash and spread it so it will open up.
Okay.
It can, but there is more steps up after that. We'll just keep it with the basic shawl collar, like a tuxedo jacket,
Okay.
right? But if you keep reading the other pages, it gives you the other options.
Is it the same?
And what you would need to do is slash and spread, because once it gets wider into your shoulder, it needs to open more rounded.
So for the base, we can do just 2 inches and 3/4.
For this, let's do 2 3/4, but if you want to experiment and do more, we can try it, right? So 2 3/4. I'm gonna square it off here, and I'm gonna square it off here. So what is in here is the color stand, the part that is underneath, and then the one that flips over. But the one that flips over is always a little bit longer. That way you don't get to see that seam. Does that make sense? Behind the neck. You're lost?
Say it again.
Okay. So in this measurement, there is this part that goes up into the neck, plus the one that folds over, but the one that folds over is a little bit longer, so that seam will be covered. Okay? All right.
How much longer? It's like 1/8?
It usually is about 1/4 of an inch, because the thickness of the fabric and the movement of the shoulders, you want to make sure that you're covered. You don't want it to cover a lot, but you don't want it to be too exact that you might move and that seam up would show up.
So this part is attached to the shoulder?
So from this point to this point, it will be sewn from here to here.
To your back?
So yes.
Okay.
So remember that I was saying the L and the square?
And this
We're
is the
going to have
seam.
one right here.
Okay. Yeah, and this is the seam line, right? that you
This
were
is the
saying? Okay,
center.
have to have-
This is the center back neck. This is behind the neck. This is going to be the neck, the back neck. Okay?
Okay, makes sense.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right. So, what did you say? The A to H. Draw a line. Draw the collar edge from G to H parallel with a curve of the back neckline. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to make this a dotted line so we know where this will continue. Okay? and we're gonna measure 2 3/4 following the curve of the neck. So this is not gonna be a straight line. This is gonna be a parallel line following this shape. Are we all okay so far? Okay. All right. Okay. So, I don't know if you ever have seen jackets. Actually, my jacket, the brown one, I'll bring it over and you guys gonna see. I have a dart right here. Okay? Not common for men, but more common for women. So the purpose of that dart here is because women have breasts, obviously. So when you put on a jacket, if we don't do that dart, your jacket will be opening like this. But if you do that little dart in there, it actually will hug your chest if you ever want to wear the jacket with no top underneath, right? Unless you want to flash everybody. I just feel that if you're going to do shows, I don't like free shows. I like to collect some money if I'm going to do a show, right? Always am looking for business opportunities. All right, so the length of this dart is going to be 6 inches, okay? We're going to start it about 1 inch from the shoulder. So that's going to be the punch hole. And we're going to measure it 6 inches. I'm going to find the center, and from the center, I'm going to measure 1/8 of an inch on both sides of that line. So this is going to be a baby dart. What kind of dart is this in the middle of the garment? What is it called?
Princess?
Princess is not a dart.
What did you say?
It calls like a diamond, but it actually has another name. Fish eye dart. Fish eye dart. Okay?
Down, how much is it?
I did 1 inch to start,
And then
6 inches, 1/8 on either side. Okay? Huh? Because you want this to be on your chest and you don't want it to be on your shoulder. Okay? No. But it actually shows in the picture. Again, pattern books are not user friendly. All right. So now that we did that, now we're going to style it. Okay? So what I'm going to do,
Is that what the back is?
I mean, the back is already done. We're done with the back. So there's going to be easy pattern, right?
No, is that
It's really is not easy pattern. You guys are amazing now. So you're all going to actually do this in a
you're complimenting
in a zap. I'm not going to put timing.
I've never heard you.
I'm not going to give you the pressure, right?
So you're done? Pause. New video?
New video. Let's